fiends, and welcome to my Chamber of Horrors. I am your host, Mercy Desdemona, and tonight we discuss a picture that was banned in Sweden all the way up until 1972 due to its excessive horror. If you guessed Nosferatu, you are 100% correct. So give yourself some spooky fam points. Now, this picture should be obviously one of my favorites. When I was a baby bat, my grandmother had the classic movie channel on and they were showing The Silence. Now, she did inform me about how scary this film really was back then, and it still holds up to the sands of time. Nosferatu is basically the tale of Dracula by Bram Stoker, and this didn't make his widow happy. She sued because they did not ask for rights and had all the films and the negatives destroyed. Fortunately for us, the film survives due to its popping up in other countries, and we get to enjoy this film today. What I like most about this film is the imagery was perfect. The eerie vibe that you get, the scene with the rats crawling on the boat, you know that there's something eerie going on. The way that Nosferatu looks up at you after drinking from her, just staring at you. The camera trickery that they used without any modern technology as Nosferatu gets burned up in the sun. Those things make the film so fantastic. You truly do follow the story through the very talented cast, and I say that they're talented because since they had to rely on their expression and body language to convey the tale, which is very hard to do. It's very easy to just talk and act out a scene. They made it realistic without it being too goofy. The perfect blend. The cast that they chose was believable. And I know people are like, Mercy, this film is from 1922. Why are you even talking about that? It's because honestly, in a film, you can kind of sense when the cast isn't really blending well, and these people worked very well together, at least from the many times that I've seen it. Now, there was an urban legend that Max Schreck, who played Count Orlok, was an actual vampire. I'm here to dismiss this urban legend myself. I am very good friends with Nosferatu. In fact, I just got a postcard from him recently. He's enjoying Las Vegas. He says the greatest thing about the modern age is that he doesn't have to hide his look. You see, his food comes to him easily, asking to have their picture taken because his cosplay is marvelous. Back to the film. When it comes to silent horror, what really gets me is the music that helps tie the story together. And silent films such as these are a perfect example of why the music and the story and the expressions should not be lost in today's modern horror films. There's more to horror than gore fests and just having the same girl trip in the woods 70,000 times. And Nosferatu is an example of the perfect blend of everything. Granted, they should have asked for rights for the story, so let that be a lesson to you, my spooky family. Always go through the proper channels so your work isn't destroyed. But, it's fantastic as it stands the sands of time. There are people who are not even horror lovers that know this film, and that's what makes it fantastic today. On that note, I must bid you farewell, my fiends, and I will see you next week in my Chamber of Horrors.